You didn't just hear a political rumor today. You witnessed a moment where the supreme authority of number 10 Downing Street trembled. If you looked at Karma's face in the House of Commons this afternoon, you didn't see the confidence of a man who secured a landslide victory. You saw fear. You saw the evasive eyes of a man who knows he has been cornered. The headlines today say he was absolutely decimated by Kem Badenoch. They say he is accused of misleading the country regarding the figures in the nation at this moment in time. But let me tell you the brutal truth that cuts deeper than that. This wasn't just a failed debate over a budget. This is a symptom of a terminal illness eating away at this government from the inside out. And there is one man. A man. Starr was merely a ceremonial figure who saw all of this coming. Let's go back to that moment of humiliation in the Commons this afternoon. Kem Badenoch didn't just attack policy. She attacked the Prime Minister's character and honesty. She accused him and Chancellor Rachel Reeves of fabricating fake numbers, fake books, and even fake claims. He's losing it. That wasn't just a criticism from the opposition benches, it was a diagnosis. When a Prime Minister stands before the nation unable to answer a simple question about taking responsibility and instead chooses to blame his predecessors, the OBR, or anyone but himself, that is when you know the machine is crumbling. But why does this matter so much? Why did Starr's stumbling over the £22 billion black hole question cause such panic across Whitehall? Because economic dishonesty is just the tip of the iceberg. If they are willing to mislead the country about public figures and taxes, what are they willing to do in the shadows with our Constitution? And this is where the real story begins. While Starmer was trying to survive the onslaught in the Commons, elsewhere, not far away, a confidential document was reportedly drafted with the cold precision of a future king. We are talking about Prince William's 12-page memo, a document that, according to inside sources, sent number 10 into an emergency crisis meeting. Do you think this is a coincidence? While Starmer is being branded weak and incompetent in Kemi Badenoch versus Starmer budget meltdown, the public eye in the shadows, he is facing another accusation, one that is 1,000 times more dangerous. Executive Ariac. William didn't write that memo to complain about protocol. Hugh wrote it as an indictment. He anticipated this exact scenario. A government willing to bend the truth for short-term political gain will undoubtedly hesitate to bend the Constitution to consolidate long-term power. What you saw on television today, the stuttering, the evasion, the meaningless words salad from Starr is living proof of what William warned about. If a government cannot be transparent with voters about their tax money, how can they be trusted when they try to rewrite the rules of our democracy? Starr thought he could control the House, but he forgot that there is another pair of eyes watching from the palace. And those eyes are no longer closed in silence like those of the late Queen Elizabeth. Today we are not just analyzing Prime Minister's questions. We're going to peel back the deadly connection between Starmer's public failure and William's secret strike. If you think this is just political drama, you are sorely mistaken. This is the battle for the soul of the British Constitution. To understand the magnitude of this crisis, we have to look away from the shouting matches in the House of Commons and zoom in on a quiet, terrifying moment inside number 10 Downing Street. According to high-level insiders, the memo didn't arrive through the usual diplomatic channels. It wasn't an email, and it wasn't a polite suggestion from a courtier. It was a 12-page physical document hand-delivered directly to the Prime Minister's private office. Sources described the atmosphere in Downing Street as absolute pandemonium the moment the contents were read. Why? Because Keir Starmer, a man who prides himself on his legal background, realized within minutes that he had been outmaneuvered by the very institution he sought to sideline. They expected a ceremonial complaint. What they got was a constitutional dismantling of their entire agenda. The government immediately went into damage control. We saw the signs of this panic today. When asked about accountability, Starmer froze. Why? Because he knows that if the contents of William's memo become public knowledge alongside his budget failures, his credibility isn't just damaged, it is finished. They tried to suppress it. They tried to gag the press using national security as a shield. But in the age of leaks, silence is impossible. Oh, what exactly is in those 12 pages that has the Prime Minister sweating? Let's break down the first and perhaps most dangerous charge William has lied at Starmer's door. Number 1. The usurpation of the royal prerogative. For centuries, the royal prerogative has been the safety valve of our constitution. These are powers held by the crown not to rule as tyrants, but to prevent the government of the day from acting like one. They are the rival of William's 12-page memo checks and balances that stop a prime minister from becoming a dictator with a 5-year term. William's memo reportedly accuses the Starmer administration of attempting a quiet constitutional coup. The charge is specific and devastating. The government is trying to transfer these reserve powers from the crown directly to the executive without a referendum, without a clear mandate, and without the consent of the people. Think about what that means. The transcript from today's PMQs revealed a government obsessed with hiding the truth about money. Now imagine that same government granting itself the power to dissolve parliament, to appoint civil servants without oversight, or to sign treaties without royal assent. William isn't arguing for the divine right of kings, he is arguing against the divine right of politicians. The memo allegedly contains a line that has chilled constitutional experts to the bone. You cannot vote yourself powers that the crown has held in trust for 600 years. Simply because they are inconvenient to your political agenda.